RetroTech Ralph is proudly sponsored by my friends at One Click Print. However you want your prints, they offer quality and premium service on a variety of materials. Visit them at oneclickprint.com.
Hi guys, RetroTech Ralph here, part 2 on the Atari 2600 Vader version, 4-switch Vader, and we're at this stage now. This is what was a video a while ago. I thought this was a, heavy woody. Six switch woody. Yes, it was, but it wasn't a heavy one, unfortunately, but yeah, things happen, you get a bit excited, and yada yada, it's just one of those things. So this is... I did strip down the last one, a junior, to try and get the chips off this and off that so I can use it in there. However, it don't work like that because the junior ones are different, and they were actually soldered to the board. They wasn't socketed like these three are. Now, as you can see the size, this is the older version. This is 1978, this is 1979 I think it is. No, 1981. Wow, okay. So there's 3 years between this. I'm sure I just read 1979 somewhere. No, 81 there as well. Yeah, okay. It's a late day. That's fine. So, but what makes me laugh is this is the older board from the 6-switch Woody. It's a lot smaller. However, if you take in the consideration, it has this as well. Yeah, it's kind of bigger, but I'm sure they could have done something with it. But yeah, the main gubbins is there, but you had to add on 6 switches and some port. Well, the port's already there, so yeah, it's fine. But no. So the main gubbins of is Woody, predecessor, replacement. So what I want to do is chips. Let me get you in a little bit so I can compare these. Right, so we got chips 1, 2, 3. I'm ignoring the fact that the Woody has got 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically because I can't see a fourth on here, and it's probably taken up by maybe resistors, capacitors and all sorts of gubbins anyway. However, if you look here, the C010750 is this one here. This is an 02. This is an older, but it's an 02 version. CO doesn't even show. 010745. That's a 12. That's fine. Or the TSU, which ignore the TSU. This is C011903. Which is this third row down here, it's upside down. Now these all work. Everything on this board actually works. On a 6-switch Woody, the original one does work. So what I'm going to do is, I am convinced it's this chip. And once I figure out if this is, I think that's the tier chip, and that's the, there are 3, there's the RIOT chip, there's a memory chip, the CPU. I think that one is the RIOT chip. Yeah, C010750. That's the RIOT chip. And that's the tier chip. That's basically what it displays. So you'd think that one is the one that's not working. However, it is displaying. Remember from part 1, it is displaying. So it's not processing and it's not doing what it wants to. So it's either memory or processor or memory. Yeah. So I'm going to remove one at a time because this is socketed, so at least I can swap over. Right, this is where it all goes wrong. Proper chip puller, either side, nice and gentle wobbles, very gentle, and then suddenly it will come out and you will break it. That's what always happens. I hate that. Honestly, I hate that. So there is the proper, there you go, the RIOT chip. That is the, I'm certain with, if you look at this, there's a gloss to the top of the chip, and there's always usually a matte effect to this. So you can see the shine on there. So that to me looks like it's been overheated. Hence on this one, let me show you that before we take it off. I can't get, there's a light on the board, which it should be on there anyway. It's almost like it's melted the silicon for the chip and made it flat. This has got kind of, yeah, the tear chip's got kind of very much similar to it. It's smooth, there's not a matte effect to it, but you can still see the writing. There's a shine to it, see? There's no shine on this chip, there's no shine, even though that's in the way, on that chip either. But tear chip on that one has shine, but doesn't on there. So it's either that or both. Yeah, it's awkward to diagnose these, but at least there's only 3 things I am convinced it could be. So I am going to deliberately, oh, it sounds like it's crunching, I don't like this. Let me get rid of that a second. Deliberately taking out parts from a working, and it's very clean. Oh, I hate this. Honestly, I detest doing this because it's been in here since 1978, if not before that. And it's a piece of history for one. It's 40 years old, been sat in there, unless somebody somewhere has been faffing and whatever in. But it's just gently backwards and forwards, like I'm doing, slowly pulling, because it's oh Jesus. Why can't they come out slowly? I mean, all the pins are straight, so at least that was just stuck in there by its own brute whatever. So what I'm going to do, you know, that's the good one. That's not, sorry, that's not a bad one. Little cutaway is in the corner there. If you look on the board, you'll see. What confuses me about this board is, if you look at the socket, and yes, I'm bleeding from my finger, there's a cutaway on the actual socket, and this is either this or it's not. Somebody's replaced this and then put a knackered chip in there. But if you look on the board underneath it, there's a curve. So follow the board and do what the silk screening does. Don't do that on every single computer, because the ZX Spectrums were wrong, especially on the grey ones. So what I need to do is, because that on the board there doesn't show anything, although the chip holder, there you go, the chip holder's got the little notch on the side there, which is where it came from, which is great. It goes, come on Ralph, for God's sake, you're a professional, goes that way around, upside down basically. This one does exactly the same, however, for some reason the cut is on there and not the silk screening, which is on there. So I don't know why it's doing that. So this chip should fit, so it's lined up best you can, and just push it into place. And I'm just terrified I've bent every single pin out of place there. However, they're all in. It crunched a bit as well. Maybe it's the socket that's a problem, and not the chip. Okay, that's in. So basically, the right chip has now been replaced. I need to set up this. So I'm not setting that one up. Actually, if that chip worked in there and that chip worked in here, great. If not, I've got a bit of a problem trying to get another RIOT chip, because I can't find any anywhere at the moment. So let me get this rigged up and see if that chip is the one that needs replacing. Now, reactor back in. I know this cartridge works. I'm positive. Either that or waste the entire first part of this. Right, power's off. The replacement swap over switch is over there. I don't care about that switch. Colour black and white doesn't really matter. So let's turn this on. Power's going through 9 volts. You will hear, have I turned volume off? Volume's on, so you will hear the reactor game, if this works, coming through the new tier chip. there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Yeah, okay, that's just pure unadulterated look. The chip is working in here. It's showing the right colours. It's not the best of pictures. It's kind of a bit grainy, but then again, I'm using RF. So, and there's a shadow on certain bits. Reactor is kind of like you're in the middle of a nuclear reactor, and there's this centre part which becomes bigger and bigger, and you fly around like a spider, knocking things into these dots either side of the screens. That's working. Black and white. Black and white doesn't seem to work on this game. There are some games, and I need to try that. Oh, is that? No, yeah, no. It's showing purple, light blue. It will change because that's actually playing. That is really actually playing. Cool. Well, there you go. That's a quick fix. Bye. Yeah, I've done that already. So, the memory. Okay, so it's the RIOT chip. The RIOT chip is the one that's absolutely knackered. There's no point in trying the other two because it is actually working. And I'm not playing this because it's still doing this, because the spider icon has been moved by the dots. If you played Reactor, it's a good game. However, it's a bit odd. No, it'll stay on that now until it just blows up or something. But yeah. Crikey, blimey. So, I need to buy a new chip. I mean, it's nice having these old chips around. I don't know if there's any way of repairing this. I mean, it looks, like I said, it's shiny. I think that it has overheated over the years and things have happened. There's no cracks in any of the pins, so there's no problem. No problem with the socket either. That works fine. I'll try another game that I think works. I've got quite a few games that have accrued over the years anyway. I mean, I do have the universal game cases with some lovely printed artwork. I'll try Pac-Man. And the screen shows Pac-Man, copyright 1981, Atari, the right colours. You change the colours by that there, and that's gone wrong. That's fine. So it actually is working with the RF. It is actually working absolutely perfectly fine. So, okay. What I do need to do is get a new RIOT chip, which is easier said than done. But what I will do, I'll probably not show you that because that's exactly the same as the honest right. I need to set you up on a camera. Give me a second. On a tripod, shall we say? Let me just show you something. Now, as the professional I am, I'm holding this with my arm, so yeah, fine, whatever. Here is the screen. Here is the RIOT chip installed from the Woody, and here is the switch that I changed. There you go. Changed to black and white. So that switch actually does, with my fettling, does actually work. So we are doing quite well, to be honest. This is how professional I really am. Yeah. Good fun, but hey-ho, a little bit lacking. But never mind, the picture is shockingly bad. Change colours, it's an orange Pac-Man. Yellow, woo, he's not very well. But it was yellow with beige. That looks as good as what it used to be. It's this, basically, let's twist that round. You can access it from wherever you want, and it kind of, yeah, there's a hole in the bottom of the case, so you can turn it around the screwdriver. So you can change the colours whenever you want, if you want to play a green Pac-Man, a blue Pac-Man, or whatever else. But that does, actually, work as black and white in colour. It's not as, it's a bit loose, and it's kind of weird that it's a little bit loose, seeing as it was just clogged full of gunk to start with, but, and it comes on. It will come on like that colour, then reset, back to its standard blue and yellow, and pink ghosts. So it does actually work. he says in the wrong place. But it actually worked really well. It's just that RIOT chip needs changing. So what we're going to do now, since that's just really finished the video quite quickly, is do a composite mod, shall we? Yeah, why not? Now what I need to do is I've put the proper chip, decent chip, back into the woody. It's going to stay there. I'm glad it's there, but it's been a pain in the backside actually unboxing it, because I bought a replacement external box from the internet from eBay, and it looked mint in the box. I recommend you going to eBay. Oh, there's a guy on there, he's selling reprint boxes, repro boxes, and it comes with all the inserts, and I don't want to spoil it to anybody, but I do wish that I had filmed me doing that, because it's actually an experience opening the box as much as actually owning the box. Trust me, it's for the price that you pay, it is worth a repro box with inserts. There's only one guy in the UK selling them now. Get one, honestly. Get one, have a good laugh, enjoy, and off you go. Now what I will do, because this video, second part, won't be out for a while, is I need to order the RIOT chip, and I will do a composite mod with this as soon as I can. That must have back on there. So what I need to do, I'm going to put this back together, get myself sorted out, and get ready for do the composite. And yeah, good fix. I wish I had a spare chip, but I don't. So internet, here we come. Now for a composite mod, I do like using the Futurist 8-bit boards, because they're quite simple, they're quite small. Look, about the same size of a nail, not a thumbnail mainly, but it goes in wherever. The instructions for this one, which is the 4-switch PAL, granted I've had this one for a while and needing to buy some new ones anyway. Look how small they are. Brilliant. This has been wired up as I was going to test things with, but as soon as I've run out of test things, this is going in here. So give me this piece of paper. There's plenty of stuff on the online. The Future was 8-bit. There you go. There's your plug. I wish they'd send me something, because they're absolutely brilliant. So mine is this one, the Atari 2600 4-switch PAL. I need to remove resistor 207. Everything's around here. 207 is, I think, above this silver one. Q201, which is this diode, 3 diode there. Yeah, let me get you in a little bit, show you a bit more. To be honest, just above this silver one, that's the first one. The diode is the black one here. L201, which is this little turny thing, which is to do with the RF signal, and R209, which I think is this second one in here. So they're all removed. You can quite easily unsolder these, or you can just cut them off. It's entirely up to you. If you want to reverse this, fine. But then you've got your 4 cables. My colours are different, but I'll show you the back here. Ground, black, I haven't got a yellow, and then red and white, audio and video and voltage. That's all it needs. The other side just for your 2 phono sockets. Yes, there we go. So basically what I will do, and this is removed as well, the RF mod, is number 1, number 3, number 4, and then the white cable, which on my case is, you know, if I got back out a little bit, that might be more useful. There you go. Yeah, the white cable is up here where the R207 is, which is here, the right hand side one. For the white, which their white is audio. So once everything's done and it's into this, I'm just wiring a couple of cables up here, get them mounted on the case, and hopefully everything should be fine. I've got no idea how to mount them on the case at the minute. There is these, because I've ordered one of these for 7800, which is the upgrade version. It basically is a board with all the cables you'll need and a 3.5mm jack socket, giving you stereo-ish sort of sound out of one cable, and that can be mounted anywhere. It's really, really good. I'm going to start doing those instead of doing these with 2 sockets somewhere at the back of here. I can probably put 2 and then put a mono to stereo audio on the back of it, but it's time to start faffing around with this. Like I said, I could either get cutters and just go, yep, I'm gonna take that one off, cut, but I'd rather unsolder them. I really would, because it would be easier to resolder the cables to it once I'm done. So I'm going to get this soldered on, turn it off first, safety first, obviously. But yeah, unsolder this. There's 1, 2 there, and 1, 2 here, which is where those 2 cables go into, which want desoldering. That will be removed as a full unit. And then the resistors and the diode and this little twisty thing right here want taken out, and then these 4 wires sticking into place. Right, so while you've been away, or I've been away, or we've all been doing other things, got a lot further on this. I've stuck on the composite mod, wired up, Future 8-bit, give really good instructions how to do this. It's great. I've also put one of my refound phono sockets on the back, drilled a couple extra holes. The one at the bottom here, trying to get it in line with where the coax came out, but it's too moulded too far down anyway, so it might have been a better idea to ignore that and go further up. But it's there, it's solid, and got 4 cables coming off of this. 4 because there is no stereo on here. So simply put, I'm going to put the left and right audios, which are the red ones. The center pin on those are gone together, and they go along this white cable. The white cable will go, I think, because they have the instructions there for it. The audio goes in the top, which is whatever this green one is. This, like I said, this was just a tester one anyway, so what I'm going to do is just wire in. The white will go to the top one. The black, which is this bottom one here, I think it's not that one, or one of them, will go to the earth here. The yellow, which is the video, will go to the 3rd one, and then the 4th one down will be the earth, which is this top one here. It's simple enough to do. It just basically splits off the signal for the audio and the video straight to composite, which is good, which is what we want, because we can't use the RF boxes anymore. Most new modern TVs don't even have RF signals anyway, so it's a case of these things just need to be done. So all I need to do is wire these into there. The case is top case, everything's fine, everything's clean and done, I'm happy with it. The only thing, like I said before, is the RIOT chip has gone. However, I've put a call out, because this is a day or so after I've done certain things, and my friend Reese from Control Alt Reese says he's got a spare one. So hopefully he'll be sending that down soon. I can do the rest of this, get it ready, slot that chip in, and then we will be done. So at the moment, a big massive thanks to Control Alt Reese for helping me out, and we'll see, hopefully it should turn up pretty sharpish. He's a pretty good bloke anyway, so we'll do soldering, we'll be ready for him when it turns up, a couple of days maybe, for me, not a couple of days for you because you're watching this, and we'll get this modded and sorted and finished. Now, composite mod's done, all I need to do is test it. So I've rigged up audio, video cable, 9-volt power supply which is switched on, and the click there you heard was this thing turning on. However, I've got no RIOT chip. There. It is popping, there is a signal going through, there's a stereo signal going through according to TV, but without the RIOT chip it's just not doing anything. But that means that this lovely little composite mod works absolutely perfect. It's so quite neat as well. It gets me sometimes how people can make something so good and it'll be so small. So that'll get tucked away in there. The wire's out of the way. Left, done, happy. If ever I need to get into here, I'll just have to lift this and move that over. So I'm happy with that. That's just waiting for a mod chip to come. Then we can put things, mod chip. Yeah, RIOT chip. It's going to be a riot when it turns up. Yes. And one more time. There you go. Click. Not that click. That click. There you go. It is working. It just needs that in. Once it's here, we'll get it sorted, we'll get it put in, we'll get it tested, play some games. The chip game. Reese came through. Here we go. Here's a chip that I actually do need. It's the CO10750. That should fit straight into anyway. The old one's here anyway. It is slightly different. Just means it's a new revision or a different company. He's not convinced it works. He's not convinced it doesn't work either. But I'm convinced that doesn't work anyway, so that's fine. That's going in my parts bin anyway. Reese, this is all sending you a little bit of something anyway. This is from the Retro Man Cave's Retro Tea Breaks book, Volume 1. He basically, if you backed it, you would get your own special card, which is quite fun, really. But there's Reese. Thank you, Reese. This is my first one of these cards that I've got. If anybody out there wants to throw somebody in, it's like stickers, really into the football stickers. But that's going to go on my bench part over there, so I can stare at it for a while until I get some more. So now we need to get into this without destroying it. Again, Control-Alt-Reese, channel on YouTube, person on Discord, absolutely brilliant source of any and all information that I need. Big Atari fan. So this is really stuck in, Reese. What are you doing? Well, it's only a piece of cardboard, but come on. There we go. Right, so there we go. Made in Singapore. So if we look on the actual part itself, on here there's a notch on the silk screening underneath where the chip holder is. What I need to do is just push this in place with that in the right place. Just upside down again like last time. Gently put things in, making sure they're lined up before you do the final push. Otherwise you're going to bend all of the legs, break everything that you're doing. And I've left that in there because it's a bit more awkward with having the composite mod there. Push that in better there. Double check, yep, with a bit more support on the back. That is in place, done. So very easy chip to fit in there. Let's see if this thing works. Right, testing time. Atari's on the bench. Got Pac-Man on, the chip is in. The television is on component. So we're doing a composite, so being well, this will work. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we didn't. See, a lot of times when you knock the cartridges, it would have problems, but that's absolutely fine now. That's weird. So select 1, 2, 3, 4. Why doesn't the joystick want to go up? Might just be this joystick that doesn't want to go up. I don't think there's anything on the board that's broken. Yeah, it might actually be that joystick port. I don't know. There we go. Actually, I can hear that. It's an old, very old joystick I've got. But the whole point to this is working with the new chip in there, new RIOT chip. So thank you very much, Reese, for sending it through. I do owe you one next time we meet up. So thank you very much. Okay, things were back out. Looks like there was an actual crack on the part of the socket there, the 9-pin socket for the first pin, which is for up. So that's cracked off. I've cut into plastic. I've resoldered it back to the pin which goes to there. These things happen. They're old stuff. I could probably get a new one of those if I wanted to. At the moment, it's fine. It'll do me for a while. It's not something that I want to buy another one of. It's fixed. It's done. I'll show you. Pac-Man's on. Right. Left. Down. Left. Up. And a bit of... There's nowhere on the board that you can get to by going down, unless you go up. So let me get a power pellet, prove it. Press, go. So going across, left, down, left, up. Top left hand corner, power pellet. It works fine. It's good for me, so that's happy. Now let me put this back all together again, and we're done. I'm quite happy this all works perfectly well. There she is, all back together, fully fixed. The bonus with it was the power switch. Yes, it feels more better now. And the bonus is, it still does colour black and white, even though you don't really need to. Composite mod is good, it works perfect. The joystick repair, last minute joystick repair works absolutely fine. And I'm really happy with it, it works absolutely perfect. Black Vader 4-switch, a few things repaired and replaced, but other than that, working perfect. And another one to the collection. I mean, there's a very, I don't think there's any that I've actually got that have been failures, to be honest, which is quite nice to know that everything in here I can just grab off the shelf and play it. And it's a really nice collection I'm plodding along with now. Get some more in as soon as we can. So with that in mind, if you want to help out with the channel, if you want to do a donation, want to donate something to me, then please get in touch. The email address and the comments and whatever below. Like, subscribe to this channel, and send me anything message. When we a Patreon, want to help out the channel that way, love to be a Patreon. I don't do much on Patreon, but it's a help towards keeping the channel going, as well as the YouTube membership. I do post a little bit of community stuff on YouTube, not too much anyway, but I've got a life instead of doing all this all the time. If I did it all the time, then yeah, I'd be constantly on the internet doing stuff. But other than that, it's fine. But the Vader 2600 Vader fixed and done and going on the shelf. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.